Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. You see, here I am at a place I have no business being, out here trying to work on a vehicle. And so this vehicle needs some repairs, but in this world, the situation merits that if I want this vehicle dealt with, I'm going to have to go through many changes. And the best way for me, under the circumstances, to deal with this is to fix it myself. You know, this has always been the plight of those who didn't have access to resources in the past. They learn how to do things themselves. But the truth of the matter is, I have no business out here trying to do this. But I am saying this because I've invited the young people to know that just as I and others have been trapped in situations like this, if you don't watch out, you will be trapped in the same kind of situation subordinate to AI. And that's a natural born fact. And so the reality of it is, I got to do what I got to do. And the truth of the matter is, let's go a little bit deeper, is that I want things to be right. Down here on this ground, right? Trying to take care of a problem that's been that's been out here for quite some time. And here I am trying to fix it. Ooh, I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, I got a tensioner here. Yep. Oh, there you go. Wow. Mm-hmm. If I can get this baby, what I'm trying to do. Oh, wow. Yeah. Possibilities exist there. Let's see. Yeah. So I'm actually doing this and I'm showing this to those of you who have found yourselves in situations like this. Those of you who seem to be hopeless and helpless. Those of you who are homeless. Those of you, I saw a video on Oakland, California. Absolutely pathetic the way people live like that. And the situation is this, ladies and gentlemen. I call myself a child of God. I used to call myself a Christian until I found out how many other people call themselves Christians. And I watch how they accept the things that's going on in the society. So I know I'm not that. So if they are Christians, then I must not be a Christian. But I am a child of God. And I know God's plan, at least part of it. The part that allows us to not be poor, the part that allows us to have homes just like we want them to be. Pretty. Or as we imagine them, they don't have to be the same kinds. Everybody got their own thing going on. But all the resources here to do all the things that we want to do have been here and we've been doing. But we just been using a system that has kept us from actually experiencing the love of life. Yes, I've heard people talk about the founding fathers. They might be fantastic. But in reality, they also represented hatred, they represented racism, they represented bigotry, they represented everything that the society today represents. They were, and we always say, the Constitution, we are held by that. But I'm telling you something, ladies and gentlemen, there is something that's greater than all of the constitutions on earth. And when I say they're greater, it is because it brings happiness, it brings joy, it brings freedom to the people of the world, all of them. That's what God's plan does. There is no plan on earth designed by human beings that even thinks about doing anything like that. And for the most part, since no one has ever given that thought, the reality of it is people don't believe in that. And when someone comes along talking about that, if someone comes along talking about that, the people just throw it out of their thought process because it's ludicrous to them. And it is ludicrous to them because they haven't had the opportunity to know the truth. Everything has been designed. Everything you know has been designed. How you know it, who knows it, and for what purpose it is known. All of that has been designed. Just as in Florida, they are making plans to deny history. They want to do this stuff and show the whole country how to do it. Deny history. There was no slavery. That's so bony. Donald Trump was the greatest president the world has ever known. They want to do all that kind of stuff. But the truth, ladies and gentlemen, it comes back to slap you in the face, because what they're trying to do now is the same things they were doing in 1776. They were the same thing they've been doing every year since, up until this present day. They've been doing it. And the truth of the matter is, the love of life that everybody desires have been so far away when it comes to everybody actually experiencing them. Oh boy. And why? Because you have listened to a lie that works for some. You know who they are. They own everything. The resources of the earth is in their name, and they got partners who invested so they could share it, and they can share in the responsibility. So they just act like everything is all right. In little small town that you go through now, used to be okay, I guess, because it was a long time ago. And now they're just trashy, and everything could be made beautiful. See, we came here as individuals to do something. We came here with ambitions. God created us, just like the blood in our veins, just like the air and oxygen that comes through and allows us to breathe and walk and talk. We also have something instilled in us that allows us to engage ourselves in the process of being a part of creating all the things that's being created on earth, and they're being created for the benefit of every one or thing that can benefit from it. That is why it is being done. And it is free resources. And it is we, the people, getting a chance to be doing what we came here to do that gives us our happiness and our joy. And after having done all that, we have everything we want. You used to hear somebody say we do what we love and getting paid for it as well. Well, we're getting paid more than money can give us. We are having our homes, our cars, our transportation, our freedom to travel the world, our freedom to be who we are, to be angels, being denied to us by con artists that want it for themselves, and the rest of us be damned. And they'll go to war to keep us damned. That's because we didn't know the truth. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want everything that I just got through expressing to you. But I can't, as a child of God, I can't enjoy that. Even if somebody offered it to me, I couldn't enjoy that. And the rest of society, if not the rest of, but so much of the rest of society is suffering. Oakland still will be there. The little small towns that are run down, they will still be there. So for me to say I'm on top, that doesn't mean a darn thing as far as God is concerned. The thing that means something to God is when the people can say, we are on top. Why? Because that represents God, and that means the devil has been defeated. So I'm asking everybody that's hurting to join in with everybody that's hurting. And let's start advocating change. Let's advocate change. I'm talking about real change. I'm the kind of change where everybody got homes. The real change where everybody got access to free education, free health care, and everybody got a job, and everybody loving their job. And we got so much stuff, nobody suffers the lack of anything. And we don't owe nobody nothing. We ain't in debt. We ain't got no penalties and fines. Everything is covered. And I'm not working on the vehicle, because the pros are. What you say? Hold up for a minute. Well, I'm still working at it. It's been a minute. Ugh. You see, what I'm doing is something easy for the pros. They got the tools and they got the know-how. And this stuff that I'm doing right now used to be easy in a different kind of car. But now they make things so complicated, so you have to bring it in to the pros. And that's okay. You're supposed to bring it into the pros. What you don't supposed to get is a bill. It's supposed to be done free. Everything is an opportunity for whoever is doing it. Remember, everybody got the career that gives them their greatest joy. So whatever is required for you to do based upon what your career that gives you your greatest joy is about is wonderful to you. You're waiting for it every day. This is where your joy and happiness comes from. And everybody get a chance to benefit from what you do. and you get a chance to benefit from everything that everybody else does. That's your payment. Well, anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there. I just wanted to get a little introduction to why I need, if I want to ever experience the heaven on earth, then we're going to all have to do that. And so I'm asking that if you feel that maybe it's time for us to move on away from the founding fathers and let's go to a higher heights, and let's do that. I'm willing. Amen. Let us all say amen. Until next time, Eddie Marcus saying goodbye for now.